The galaxy was vast, full of countless civilizations and technologies that humans could only dream of a century ago. But something unexpected was happening. More and more alien ships, some of the most advanced vessels ever created, were lining up outside Earth's repair stations. It wasn't a coincidence, it was because humans had earned a surprising reputation. They were the best fixers in the galaxy. The alien dilemma deep in space, the alien ship Starbound Spirit drifted aimlessly. Its engines were fried, its systems malfunctioning, and its crew in a panic. Captain Rylak, a stern and proud leader of the Jorath species, stared at the malfunctioning controls. "We can't stay adrift like this," he growled. His second-in-command, Yalix, hesitated before speaking. "Captain, there's a human repair station nearby. They might be able to help." Rylak's red eyes narrowed. "Humans? The so-called primitive species?" "Absolutely not." But as hours passed and no other options appeared, desperation crept in. Reluctantly, Rylak gave the order, "Set a course for the human station. Let's see what these fixers can do." A warm welcome of Starbound Spirit approached Terrafix, a bustling human-run repair station orbiting a small moon. From the outside, the station looked unremarkable, almost crude compared to the sleek designs of Jorath technology. As the alien ship docked, the humans inside were already preparing. Captain Mira, the station's lead engineer, greeted the Jorath crew with a smile. "Welcome to Terrafix. Let's see what you've got, and we'll have you back in space in no time." Rylak stepped forward, towering over the human captain. "Your station doesn't look capable of handling a ship like ours," he said, his voice laced with doubt. Mira didn't flinch. "Looks can be deceiving, Captain. Let's get started." The magic of human ingenuity, Mira and her team quickly assessed the alien ship. The humans moved with speed and precision, poking and prodding at systems that seemed light years ahead of their own. What amazed the Jorath crew wasn't just the humans' knowledge, but their creativity. Using what seemed like basic tools, the humans devised a temporary solution for the engines. When Rylak questioned their methods, Mira explained, "We've spent centuries fixing things with limited resources. Improvisation is our specialty." The humans worked tirelessly, often using discarded materials to create fixes that were both effective and innovative. One human engineer repurposed an old Earth battery to stabilize the alien ship's power core. "It's not fancy," he said with a grin, "but it'll work." To the alien's surprise, it did. A surprising transformation within hours, the Starbound Spirit was fully functional again. But Mira wasn't done. "We noticed a few inefficiencies in your systems," she said. "If you let us, we can optimize them for better performance." Rylak hesitated. He had come here out of desperation, not trust. But seeing the humans' determination and skill, he gave a reluctant nod. By the time the humans were finished, the Starbound Spirit was not only repaired, but enhanced. The ship's speed had increased, its systems were more efficient, and its navigation was more precise than ever before. Rylak inspected the results and was forced to admit, "You humans, you're better than I expected." Mira laughed. "That's what everyone says the first time." Word spreads across the stars as the Starbound Spirit left Terrafix. Rylak couldn't stop thinking about the experience. Humans had proven something no other species had. Their adaptability and creativity were unmatched. When he returned to Jorath space, he couldn't keep the story to himself. Other alien captains listened in awe as he described the humans' ingenuity. Soon, news spread like wildfire across galactic communication networks. Terrafix became a hub of activity. Alien ships of all shapes and sizes lined up outside the station, hoping to benefit from human expertise. The humans didn't just fix broken ships, they enhanced them, pushing technology to new limits. The rise of Terrafix. Mira watched from the station's observation deck as the line of alien ships grew longer. She couldn't help but smile. What had started as a simple repair station was now the center of galactic attention. A young engineer approached her. "Captain, do you think they'll ever stop calling us primitive?" Mira chuckled. "They'll stop when they realize we're not just fixers, we're innovators. And by then, they'll be asking us for more than just repairs." As the latest alien ship docked, Mira and her team geared up for another challenge. The galaxy might have doubted humans once, but now they couldn't deny it. Earth's fixers were the tech wizards of the galaxy. The stars stretched endlessly in every direction, their cold light illuminating the vastness of space. Among this cosmic expanse, alien ships of every size and shape journeyed between planets and galaxies. But sometimes, even the most advanced vessels broke down. When that happened, rumors whispered across the stars of a place where miracles happened: human repair stations. A damaged warship in crisis, the alien warship Bladeshade, a proud vessel of the feared Krellian Empire, limped through space after barely surviving a battle. Its once shining hull was scorched and broken, its engines sputtering weakly. Inside, General Tharok slammed his fist on the control panel. "How could this happen?" he growled. His officers exchanged uneasy glances. The Bladeshade was the pride of their fleet, yet no Krellian engineer had been able to fix its failing systems. Their technology was too advanced to be handled by anyone else, or so they thought. Finally, a young officer spoke hesitantly. "General, there is an option. The humans have repair stations nearby." "They might humans?" Tharok roared. "Those backward creatures? They can barely grasp galactic technology." But as hours turned into days and the warship drifted closer to disaster, Tharok faced a harsh truth. The humans were his crew's only hope. Reluctantly, he gave the order, "Take us to the nearest human repair station. But if they fail, they'll regret it." Arrival at Orbit Fix Station. The Bladeshade arrived at Orbit Fix, a human-run repair station orbiting a gas giant. Compared to the massive alien warship, the station looked tiny and unimpressive. Tharok and his officers sneered as they docked. How could such a simple station help a ship as advanced as theirs? But when the docking doors opened, they were greeted by a confident human woman in a grease-stained jumpsuit. "Welcome to Orbit Fix. I'm Captain Elena, the station's lead engineer." "Let's see what we're dealing with," she said cheerfully. Tharok towered over her, his voice dripping with skepticism. "Do you even understand Krellian technology?" Elena didn't flinch. "I understand broken ships, General. Let's get started." The humans get to work. The human engineers wasted no time. They swarmed the Bladeshade, examining its systems, scanning its engines, and discussing solutions in rapid-fire chatter. Tharok watched with folded arms, unimpressed at first. But then, something unexpected happened. The humans didn't just fix what was broken, they adapted and innovated. When they discovered the Krellian energy core had melted a vital circuit, they didn't panic. Instead, they used materials scavenged from old Earth machinery to rebuild it. One engineer proudly explained, "This alloy might be primitive, but it's tougher than anything else in the galaxy." Elena and her team also found ways to reroute damaged systems, allowing the Bladeshade to function better than before. The Krellian officers were stunned. These humans weren't just repairing their ship, they were improving it. A turning point after days of relentless work, the repairs were complete. Elena led Tharok and his officers to the control room, where the once flickering displays now glowed brightly. The engines purred with power, and the warship's weapon systems were back online. "You should be good to go," Elena said, wiping her hands on her jumpsuit. "We even adjusted your propulsion system to be more efficient." Tharok stared at the humans, speechless. He had expected failure, but these primitive beings had achieved what even his empire's best engineers couldn't. "This is acceptable," he muttered, trying to mask his surprise. Elena grinned. "Glad to hear it. Tell your friends about us. First repair is half price." The miracle workers of the galaxy. As the Bladeshade departed Orbit Fix, its crew couldn't stop marveling at their ship's new capabilities. Tharok, though proud, couldn't deny what he had witnessed. Humans, with their limited resources and boundless creativity, had saved his ship from ruin. Word spread quickly. Other alien captains, hearing of the miraculous repairs at Orbit Fix, began bringing their own damaged ships to human stations. At first, they came reluctantly, but like Tharok, they left as believers. Orbit Fix became the busiest repair hub in the galaxy. From small cargo vessels to massive warships, aliens from all corners of the universe arrived, seeking the humans' unique touch. A new reputation. Alina and her team thrived under the growing demand. Each new challenge was an opportunity to prove humanity's worth. We might not have the fanciest tools, Elena often said, but we have something better: imagination. Over time, the once skeptical aliens began to trust humans, not just as repair technicians, but as innovators. The phrase "fixed by humans" became a badge of honor in the galaxy. The general's message months later: Theric returned to Orbit Fix, this time not as a skeptic, but as an ally. He met with Elena in the same docking bay. "I came to say thank you," he admitted grudgingly. "You saved my ship and my crew. The Krellian Empire owes you a debt." Elena smiled. "Just doing our job, General. But if you're ever in trouble again, you know where to find us." As the galaxy continued to expand and evolve, one thing became clear: when ships broke down and hope seemed lost, there was one place aliens could rely on. Human repair stations weren't just fixers, they were miracle workers. In the far reaches of the galaxy, where technology ruled and ships traversed endless star systems, a new phenomenon was taking place. Across every corner of space, alien captains and their crews were flocking to human repair stations. Once mocked as a primitive species, humans had now become the go-to experts for fixing the unfixable. The galactic breakdown: the sleek alien ship Eclipse of Dawn was stranded. Its engines sputtered and its power systems flickered like dying stars. Captain Vorath, a tall, stern figure from the proud Grillari species, looked at the damage report on his cracked display screen. "Unacceptable," he muttered. "This ship is supposed to represent Grillari dominance." His communications officer, Yelnor, hesitated before offering a suggestion. "Captain, there's a human repair station nearby. They're said to be surprisingly effective." Vorath frowned. "Humans? The species that builds with scrap and duct tape? I think not." But after 2 days of drifting and no help in sight, Vorath had no choice. With a heavy sigh, he gave the command: "Take us to the humans. Let's see if their so-called skills are worth anything." The first impressions: the Eclipse of Dawn docked at Starfix 7, a human-operated repair station orbiting a barren asteroid. The station looked humble compared to the grandeur of Grillari designs. Its hull was patched in places, and its lights flickered faintly. As Vorath stepped out of his ship, he was greeted by a human in a grease-streaked jumpsuit. "Welcome to Starfix 7, the man said with a grin. "Name's Jake. What seems to be the problem?" Vorath's eyes narrowed. "Our problem is beyond your understanding, human." Jake smirked. "Try me." The humans get to work. Jake and his team of engineers inspected the Eclipse of Dawn. They didn't seem intimidated by the alien technology, even as Vorath scoffed at their basic tools. Jake tapped a diagnostic panel on the ship and whistled. "Your energy relays are fried, and your propulsion systems are running at half capacity. No wonder you're stuck." Vorath crossed his arms. "You act as if you can fix it." Jake grinned. "Not just fix it. We'll make it better." What followed amazed the Grillari crew. The humans moved with speed and efficiency, improvising solutions where none seemed possible. When they encountered a shattered power converter, they replaced it with a custom-built module made from Earth-designed components. "Your tech is impressive," Jake admitted, "but it's a little over-engineered. Sometimes, simpler is better." The unexpected upgrade is, the repairs progressed. The humans didn't just restore the ship to its original state, they improved it. They rerouted power systems to make them more efficient and enhanced the navigation software to handle high-energy disruptions. Vorath watched in silence, astonished. His pride prevented him from admitting it aloud, but the humans' creativity and adaptability were unlike anything he had seen. "You're not just repairing the ship," he finally said. "You're transforming it." Jake shrugged. "That's what we do. We don't just fix problems, we solve them for good." The big reveal: after 3 days, the Eclipse of Dawn was ready. Its engines roared to life with newfound power, and its systems hummed with efficiency. The Grillari crew tested the ship's capabilities, and were stunned to find it faster and more responsive than ever before. Vorath stood before Jake, his expression unreadable. "You humans are remarkable," he admitted grudgingly. Jake smiled. Thanks, Captain. Just doing our job. Voreth hesitated, then extended a hand, a rare gesture of respect among the Grilleri. Jake shook it firmly. The rise of human fixers ward of the humans' abilities spread quickly. Alien captains, once dismissive of Earth's repair stations, began seeking them out. From small traders to massive warships, ships of every design arrived at human-run facilities, hoping for the same miracles the Eclipse of Dawn had experienced. The humans became famous for their ingenuity. While other species relied on strict protocols and expensive parts, humans thrived on improvisation and resourcefulness. Their motto became, "If it's broken, we'll make it better." The Galactic Council takes notice. The Galactic Council, the governing body of the known universe, soon took an interest in the phenomenon. Representatives from advanced civilizations debated how humans, with their supposedly primitive technology, had surpassed their expectations. A report concluded, humans succeed because they adapt. Their creativity and problem-solving skills make them unparalleled fixers. A humble beginning, a grand future. Back at Starfix 7, Jake and his team celebrated another successful repair job. The station was busier than ever, with alien ships forming long queues to dock. As Jake leaned back in his chair, he looked out at the stars. "Funny, isn't it?" he said to one of his engineers. "We used to be the underdogs of the galaxy. Now everyone's coming to us." His colleague laughed. "Yeah, who knew? Turns out, being scrappy has its advantages." Jake nodded. "Here's to humans, the galaxy's favorite fixers." And so, humanity's reputation grew, not because of their advanced tools or grand designs, but because of their unshakable determination and unmatched ingenuity. In the sprawling galaxy filled with countless species and unimaginable technology, alien factions guarded their ships like treasures, considering them extensions of their identity and pride. Yet, amidst this careful universe, there was one odd exception: humans. Somehow, these resourceful beings had earned the unwavering trust of alien captains, who handed over their most precious ships to human repair stations without hesitation. A desperate call, the Silver Wing, a majestic ship from the Valnari Federation, drifted aimlessly in the void of space. Its intricate crystal propulsion core had fractured, leaving it powerless and vulnerable. Captain Arvora, a Valnari known for her meticulous nature, paced on the bridge. "We cannot let the Silver Wing fall into disrepair. Our ship is the pride of our people." Her first officer, Rith, hesitated before suggesting, "There's a human repair station nearby, Captain. They have an unparalleled reputation." Arvora frowned. "Humans? Their technology is rudimentary at best. But their results are undeniable," Rith insisted. "They've restored ships from every corner of the galaxy." With no better option and a growing sense of urgency, Arvora gave the command. "Set course for the human station. Let's hope their reputation is deserved." Arrival at Starfix Prime. The Silver Wing docked at Starfix Prime, one of the most famous human-run repair stations. From the outside, it seemed unimpressive: patched panels, mismatched parts, and a general look of rugged functionality. Captain Arvora, with her crystalline features glowing faintly, was greeted by Maya, the station's lead engineer. "Welcome to Starfix Prime," Maya said, her tone friendly and confident. "What seems to be the problem?" Arvora studied the human with skepticism. "Our propulsion core is damaged. It is the heart of our ship. Handle it carelessly, and the Silver Wing is doomed." Maya nodded, unfazed. "Understood. Let's take a look." A unique approach. Maya and her team examined the propulsion core with care and curiosity. Unlike other repair teams that relied on strict guidelines, the humans treated each challenge as a puzzle to solve. "This crystal matrix is incredible," Maya said, holding a scanner over the core. "We'll need to recalibrate the energy flow and stabilize the fractures with a plasma binding agent." "It's tricky, but not impossible." Arvora watched closely, noting the humans' resourcefulness. They didn't seem bound by convention or intimidated by alien tech. Instead, they worked with a blend of ingenuity and confidence. The test of trust as repairs progressed. The Valnari crew grew anxious. The propulsion core was their most precious technology, and the idea of leaving it in human hands felt risky. "Are you certain they won't damage it?" Ryth asked Arvora quietly. The captain sighed. "They seem confident, but this is our legacy at stake. If they fail, it will be a disaster." Unaware of the whispers, Maya remained focused. "We're almost there," she told her team. "Just a few more adjustments." A miraculous result after hours of painstaking work. The propulsion core was restored. Maya called Arvora and her crew to the bridge for a demonstration. The core pulsed with energy, its crystalline structure shining brighter than before. The entire ship hummed with newfound power, and the navigation systems displayed increased efficiency. "Your propulsion core is not just fixed," Maya said with a grin. "It's better than ever." Arvora's eyes widened as she examined the data. You improved it?" Maya shrugged. "That's what we do. When we fix something, we make sure it's better than when it broke." A newfound respect, the Valnari crew was stunned. Their precious ship, their pride, had not only been repaired but enhanced. Arvora turned to Maya, her skepticism replaced by admiration. "You have exceeded my expectations," the captain admitted. "Your methods are unorthodox, but your results speak for themselves." Maya smiled. "Glad we could help." "Safe travels, Captain." The ripple effect word of the human success with the silver wings spread quickly. Captains from every species began seeking out human repair stations, bringing their most valuable ships. The humans' approach was simple yet revolutionary. They treated every ship as a unique challenge, combining creativity with practicality. Where others saw impossible problems, they saw opportunities to innovate. The Galactic Council's acknowledgement. The Galactic Council took note of the growing trend. Reports highlighted the humans' unmatched ability to handle diverse technologies and their willingness to go above and beyond. A counselor remarked, "Humans have earned the galaxy's trust because they approach problems with humility, ingenuity, and determination. Their stations are not just repair hubs, they are places of miracles." A humble origin, a grand future. Back at Starfix Prime, Maya and her team celebrated another successful repair. The station buzzed with activity as more ships lined up for their turn. ASE Maya leaned against a railing. She looked out at the endless expanse of stars. "Who would have thought?" Her colleague laughed. "It's not just about fixing ships. It's about earning trust, one repair at a time." And so, humans continued to rise, not because of advanced technology or grand fleets, but because of their ability to solve problems and inspire confidence in those around them.